Hey, welcome back to the channel. Wolves 2, Villa 1. This is your international fan reaction.
Hello Dave, hello fellow Wolves fans. This is Matt, calling in from windy Berlin. Apologies for the poncho. Just finished the Berlin half marathon. But I thought, what a great location to tell you about how great Wolves are. Behind me you can see the Brandenburg Gate, and then there's lots of people milling around on the grass. Not a lot to say other than mind the gap, beat the Villa. They were terrible, we were awesome. Should have scored 4 or 5 first half. I think the last few games, how well we played going forward, I think is really great to see. Martinho ran the show in midfield all by himself, and my boy Fabio was amazing up front. It was so good to see him play, like bullied Mings. So all in all, beat the Villa, man. What a great weekend. Love to you all. Peace.
Hi there, this is Chris in Athens, except I'm not in Athens, I'm in Ericeira in Portugal this week. So Wolves 2, Aston Villa 1. I think that's a fantastic result. If you think we've got Neves out and Jimenez out, then the boss obviously did a good job, picked the right team today. For me, there was quite a few good individual performances. I thought Johnny did very well. I mean, 2 strikers step up and try and put it in the net. Bounces to Johnny, and Johnny says, "Look lads, I'll show you." And almost rip the net off the posts. So very, very good. I thought we looked quite good coming forward. I thought Fabio Silva today for me was the best on the pitch, man of the match. He barely put a foot wrong. He deserved probably a couple of assists where he passed the ball to players and they really should have scored and didn't. There was also the time if Dendoncker had looked up and laid it off instead of going for the shot, that could have been a goal for Silva as well. His positioning very good. He was holding the ball up, definitely testing the Aston Villa defence, so very, very good. Penalty, and again we come close to throwing away another 2-goal lead. So you know, this is a super solid defence, looking a little bit less solid these days. But all in all, I think we have to be very, very happy. We're keeping the pressure on West Ham and Tottenham and Man United, which is what we have to do, because we're behind on points, and so we have to hope that they slip up from now on and keep getting those performances. So all in all, I think very happy, a good day's work. The right decision in the midfield, I think. For me, Marcel gave the ball away quite a few times without good reason, and that was a shame. And also we picked up a few yellow cards, but really fantastic performance, good result. And on to the next one. We are Wolves.
Hey Dave Rennie Wolves here, just basking in the afterglow of the Villa win. There's some irrelevant team, Manchester somebody or other, on the television right now. We're ignoring it, but a bunch of us here. Great win against Villa. Good to do the double over them. It ended up being a little more nervy than it should have been. I think other than the first 5 minutes, we were clearly the better team. Should have scored a couple more and had a good convincing win, but then let them back into it. They had a couple of chances that Ollie Watkins missed. Thank you very much, Ollie. Penalty, I suppose was the penalty. It looked a little bit harsh. I don't think Sarr could have got out of the way, but that led him into it and made for a bit of a nervy finish. But, really good win. I was nervous. I didn't think we'd win today without Raul and Neves. I thought that would really throw us off. But really good to bounce back after our last match, which I will not mention. So anyway, we're here at McHale's, got a visitor from Bushbury, and looking forward to the next one now. We're back on track, and we're 7th, and hopefully Leicester do us a favour today and get rid of one of that Manchester team's games in hand. Alright, see you later.
All from England, Molyneux, sitting Wolves play Villa. What a game it was, heartbreaking, but the thing is, we won 2-1, but we needed a 3rd goal. So it was brilliant. Kilman, well, as usual, very good. But the thing is, we need to get Fabio Silva, man of the match. Yes, agree with that. But the thing is, we're pride of the Midlands and say, mind the gap, Villa, always Wolves.
Hello everyone, Brian from Thailand. So we did the double over Aston Villa by beating them 2-1 yesterday. Weren't a bad game, it was a good game. First 5 minutes Aston Villa had the better of us, and then all of a sudden, I'm not too sure what happened in the middle of the park with John McGinn, and the other fella, they both slipped over. Maybe there was some old Adama Traore baby oil on the ground. But we took the lead. Podence was blocked, followed up by Fabio, and then Johnny put it in the back of the net. And then later on, Marcel went down the left, crossed it, and I think Ashley Young actually slipped on some old baby oil on the pitch and put it in the back of the net for an own goal. Jose Sarr kept us in the game with a save from, I can't think, was it Bailey in the first half? We had some chances, could have gone 3-4, 5-0 up at half time, but the second half we came out and Villa got back into it. But Jose Sarr kept us in the game again with a save, and late on, when they pulled a goal back, Villa, it was, I think, Matty Cash. I think it was just a deflection, put it wide. But Fabio had a great game. My man of the match was João Moutinho. Performance-wise, an 8 out of 10, and we roll on to Newcastle next week. See you guys, bye.
Hey Dave, Wolfman Jeff here on the porch in Alabama for a little while longer. House is up for sale, and after a little bit, these reports will be probably back in Chattanooga, Tennessee. But anyway, today's match, I think I started off very strong. I liked the starting three. It felt like they were all trying to be as fast as Adama, and it worked. I think they worked fairly well together. Of course, it would have been sweeter if Silva had gotten a goal, or Trincao, because I know that they're still kind of winning people over, but I think they played very well. I think they played very, very well. Johnny obviously is back, great goal. It's almost like Trincao would unofficially be given the assist for the own goal, because it was his actions that forced it to happen. So I think very well done. There was that penalty later in the second half. I know people are mixed about it, but that can happen. Other than that, I think Jose Sa did a very good match, and I can't really fault him about that penalty either. So honestly, I give all the players a pretty high rating. Bali back in the lineup. I would have liked to have seen Ryan Ait-Nouri, but Marcel, he played rather well. So some of the ones I was concerned about, without having Marcel, and without having Raul, without having Neves, the others stepped up. So this gives me a lot of encouragement. So I think we have a stronger side altogether, and the advantages with this is some of these other players are getting a chance to shine. And so I think we're going to be, I'm feeling a little better, because I was worried coming off the international break. Onward, upward. Always Wolves. Wolfman Jeff.
Hello Wolves fans, this is Dinny here in Cork in Ireland, just reflecting on that game against Villa at Molyneux. I think a very solid game overall, solid performance. I think Wolves started really brightly and got that goal with Johnny. I love seeing Johnny play well, I love seeing Johnny be solid, I love seeing Johnny be good, and I love seeing Johnny get a goal, which is fantastic. That's another one. That's 2-2 I think. I think Wolves went a little bit off the boil, then after that Villa came into it a small bit, but by half time I think Wolves could have been 3 or 4 ahead. Such were the chances, and my man of the match, Silva, played a key role in that. I think he got into great positions, he plays guys in, he was holding the ball up, he went on one fantastic run with the ball. Oh, let me think, I just can't think who ended up with the chance at the end of it, but it really should have been a goal, and it was Silva was the creator of it. So we go from half time into the second half, and I think the game just went a bit flat. I was kind of praying for Neto to come on to inject a bit of life and pace into it, and when he did come on, he didn't really get into the game too much. Of course, Villa got that goal back through a penalty, which in my opinion was never a penalty. Jose Sa was very unlucky there. And the game finished 2-1. And that was kind of it. It wasn't a game like the one against Leeds, where it was just waves and waves of Leeds attacks. It wasn't like the game against Wolves and Villa, where Wolves came from 2-0 down to win, where it was waves and waves of Wolves attacks. Try saying that quickly 10 times. It was just, if Villa got a goal to equalise, it would have been really unlucky. My man of the match is Silva, as I mentioned. I'm giving the match a 7 out of 10. I think now, I can't think off the top of my head if Raul misses another game. I don't think he does. I think it's a 1-match suspension. Either way, I think Silva has now taken Raul's shirt. There you go. Bit controversial. So look, that's my opinion on it. Love doing these videos. Keep up the good work, Dave. We work really, really hard to get out all this content, and we all really appreciate it, and I definitely really appreciate it. So thank you very much. God bless Wolves fans. Bye bye.
Good evening, and a fine evening it is. This is Chris from Iseville in Norway, and this is after Wolves have beaten Villa 2-1. Now, that ain't a 2-1 game, really, is it? Let's be fair about that. I thought we should have been certainly 3 or 4 up before the penalty they got. I'm not even going to bother or discuss if it was a penalty or not, because it don't matter, because we've won the double over Villa, which is great, because I don't like them, never liked them, arrogant fans, very expecting fans, massive delusion of grandeur, and yet again now as a 13-point gap we have over them. Mind the gap, incidentally, Villa fans, mind that gap. It is getting bigger every week, and that's pretty much ensured that we'll be the West Midlands top club this season now. I thought that was a great performance. I was a bit worried about it with the injuries and suspensions we have. Tactically, Bruno got this right. Yes, we were outnumbered in centre midfield, which is what I feared. However, we got the ball wide a lot, which made a massive difference. And there were some good performances out there. Fabio, I feel he came of age today. I really do. That was it was superb. He tormented Villa afternoon. They couldn't get near him. With Fabio, all I've ever wanted to see was evidence that there's something there. And I haven't always been sure, but I am now. Now we're still firmly in the race for a European spot. And regarding where that spot is, I'm not bothered if it's Europa League, Conference League, whatever. It's Europe for me, and we have to go for it. It means a lot to the club, the international profile of the club, which has become so important and must remain so important. But reality is, now it's a great Saturday night for us all. We know that now. It's these are the good times, aren't they? But the winning tankard is back out. I know people love it. I'm sure you don't love it as much as me. Wolves 2, Aston Villa 1.
I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thanks to all the guys for sending in. If you want to get involved, let us know. Until then, I'm Dazzling Dave. Always Wolves.